The touch of your hand makes me do the. And it's a smile on your face, and as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place.
Welcome to Put It All on Red. I'm Roberta, the Tool Lady. I have two marvelous guests with me. I'm going to let them introduce themselves because they're so great. I'll let Amanu go first, and then I'm going to let Kareem go second.
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Imana Aziz. I am a women's confidence and lifestyle design mentor where I help women overcome limiting beliefs and create the life of their dreams.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Karina Ahmani, and I'm a colon headed therapist, a master therapy in gut health, and I'm here to talk some shit.
All right. Well, I'm so pleased to have you both here. I'm excited about the topic. Shit isn't a bad word. We're going to talk about why it is not. We're going to talk about what it has to do with our gut, as Corrine has kind of gave you some hints. So shit isn't a dirty word. Let's go ahead and do a mental health check. And let's do each of us give a mental health check of how we're feeling tonight before we continue on.
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling honored to be with both of you because wherever there is stage to bring, awareness out, I'm all for it. If we can help some others, that's my goal. That's why I'm here. I'm a therapist in my soul, and I want to bring all that good to your audience, to the world, and basically that's it.
All right. Thank you, Green. All right, come on.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to learn and to teach. And I'm super excited to hear from Karina because I've had issues with my gut growing up, and I've had to learn. There wasn't those people like her out there that could have gave us the information and and teach it. So it's an honor to hear from you, learn from you, and to be able to teach our audience.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, I am excited as well. I'm very interested. I once I seen the name of the book, and I got to thinking about all the people who have cancer, stomach cancers, from today's what we eat, and I was like, wow, okay, that does go together. And then I seen some other things that she practices. I was very interested as well. So I'm excited about this discussion we're going to have tonight about shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Let's have fun.
we're going to talk shit about shit. And you know what? And as Kareem said, our goal is to save a life, is to help save your life. And as Mommy said, there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of issues with their stomachs and with their digestive systems and gastro systems. And people just don't talk about it. I've even been like a bootleg person for people who had surgeries, right? And they couldn't use the restroom. So I put a little tonic together. That's just a little something about me. But I put a tonic together for them so they can use the restroom after that surgery. And so it's a need. It's a big need. So now let's go ahead and go into tonight's. I'm going to go ahead and do a question, an audience question. And the audience question for tonight is let me make sure it is health. Okay, when people say your health is your wealth? What does that mean?
Okay.
What does it mean to you guys?
So health is your wealth. Basically, you can have all the money in the world, physically money, but if you're not healthy, there is really no use to that money. I mean, that's a fact. It can help you to maybe buy better doctors, better treatments, but it's not gonna heal you. And there is no guarantee you're gonna come out of big disease. But as long as we keep our health on maintenance and we watch what we eat, or we listen to our body, we listen to our sign. As you know, our body gives us signs all the time. So when I have headaches, when I have constipation, when I'm fatigued or gassy, it's signs. This is signs for something that goes wrong in our body. Now, if it's something that happened once and that's it, I can understand. But if it's something that repeat over and over again, that's a sign that we don't want to ignore it. We want to actually go check it out and take care of it from the root of it. And by all means, maintenance, checking yourself, go to do mammogram, go to do stool test, go to do pap smear, go to do testicle. I mean, there is so many tests that we can do at least once a year just to make sure everything is vibrant and going on. And we're not going to be or act surprised when something really happened. I'm sure you heard all those stories of he went to the doctor and 3 months after he died. He just thought, well, he didn't die 3 months after. He had the disease probably a year, even 2 years inside, but he didn't really even check it out. He didn't listen to what's going on. And then when something happened or a cure, that means your body's already gave you all the sign. That's it. He's done with you. So now it's like your turn to do something. So wealth is when your body is very, I mean, not even very healthy, but healthy to the 80% health. And you have your finger on your pulse every time something happens. So this is wealth for me. You can have money and being dying, it's not going to help. Maybe the wealth will help the next generation or the wife or the kids, but not the person.
Not you. Okay.
I had
That's
to giggle
fine.
at the end. For me, very similar. As she had said, health is wealth. It means that you can have wealth monetarily, but if you don't have health, it means nothing. And not exactly doesn't mean anything. It just means that that wealth will not be used uh, to contribute to your overall well-being. It's only going to be used to continuously to treat something or to treat your health. So you can more like say wealth contributes to sustaining health because you did not sustain your health while you were getting your wealth, if you put it like that. But also health is wealth, because wealth can be multiple things, not only when it comes to financially. Wealth comes to happiness. Wealth could be a mental state of being. And if your health, your gut, your mental health, if all of that is off continuously, I have to add that too. Like you said, not a one time off, then your wealth really won't mean anything because your wealth will be used as, if you get a headache one time, you could be under stress. But if you're constantly getting that headache, you're constantly getting that heartburn, and you're constantly having all those things, then your wealth is not going to be what we wanted it to be for. We want to become wealth so we can make it a simpler life for us. We want to become wealth so our family, maybe our related spouse, can have a simpler life. We don't want our wealth to be accumulated to keep us be able
Alive.
to go to the hospital. Exactly. So for me, yes, health is health is
Yeah.
wealth, meaning the more you have, if you have health, you can continue making wealth. You can continue making the wealth in different forms. So it's the greatest wealth you can ever have in your life.
All right. I agree with you both. I get to thinking about, I know I had like a health scare, and it was fibroids. And with fibroids, you have gas. And I didn't know that. And I would have it often. I'd be burping. And I thought it was always something I ate, but it was my fibroids. So you're right. It could be something underlying that is causing those health issues or causing you to have those health issues. Also, your heart could be going bad when you have some gas problems as well. And people, we never talk about it. Like we never talk about this shit, right? We keep
I
it to
must,
us.
yeah, I must say, especially in the gut health, issue, at least 80% of the population suffer from gas, constipation, diarrhea, headache, burping, acid reflux, name it, right? We all have one of those, and I can guarantee. And we all go to the restroom at least one time a day. I want to think like that. But the majority of the people don't go every day. And sometimes they don't go for a few days. And you're going to raise your eyebrow and say, Corinne, are you out of your mind? No, I'm not. This is a fact. People don't use the restroom all the time. And even when they use, there is not a full elimination. But it becomes such a taboo that people don't talk about it and say, you know what? I don't go every day. It's normal, it's not normal, or my poop is in this color or this shape. Those are very important. I mean, as a mother of four, and when they were young, we used to see their shit all the time to see what they ate, the gas and all that. As adult, we don't really care. All we care is the outside. We don't talk about the inside. And unfortunately, we fall in those underlying because we're afraid to ask. You know how many times I heard client or men tell their wife, you're a female, you're not supposed to fart. I'm like, are you out of your mind? We need to fart as much as possible. We need to let shit go. And yes, we use the restroom, and yes, it smells, and yes, it sounds like, it's very natural and very normal. And if someone think differently, they are the crazy one. So let I hold, that our body can contain 15 pounds of shit. And now you're going to say,
Wow.
what? Yes,
Yeah.
our body
Yeah.
is full of it. So, yeah, every person you look around is full of shit, literally, both. Now, I know you're laughing because I'm doing it all day long. And 15 pounds. So if you're trying to lose weight, imagine that you still have about 8 pounds that you can't even lose if you're not going to take all that things out. And I'm not talking about, the disease that will come along with it. So yes, we have a lot accumulate over the years, and it's not going to go away. And the gas is not going to go away, and the constipation is not going to go anywhere. So either you're going to have something and then you're going to come see someone like me or other doctor when the problems hits. So yeah.
So,
Okay.
do you do you work with children? Because you had mentioned that like we go and look at the children as well. Do you work with children?
I do. I actually work with children. The youngest I will see doing colonics will be 16 years old. Sometimes I have 15 years old, of course, accompanied by their parents, mother, father, um, because it's not the best situation for a kid, and I can only understand. Younger, I will treat them first of all with enemas that I will guide the parent to do it, if only if it's severe. If it's not severe, I will treat with magnesium. There is magnesium, there is probiotics, there is juices I can prepare. But, each case is very individual because we need to know what caused what. So I will prepare something for each kid individual according to the story I hear.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
So I'm full of questions. Of course, I have kids.
Sure.
When you go and just say you made juices, or when you say magnesium, because a lot of children are not going to drink magnesium. I know there are magnesium enemas, and magnesium inside of a capsule, which is not usually enough. So you wind up having to take a larger dosage than taking it straight from a spoonful. Is that why you will create the juices instead of just giving pure magnesium to a child?
Yes, usually it will be magnesium that actually there
But
is liquid magnesium that tastes like a soda. So you can mix it a little bit with one of their juices. It's really, they can take it. That's no problem. There is also prune juice. There is aloe vera juice. There is some, and there is diet. I really need to see the diet. I need to really listen to the kid to see if he's under pressure, to see if it's something that just happened, to see if it's a kid that, nutrition wise, he doesn't even eat any fibers. So I will treat each thing individual only after I heard. But with each kid, we can prepare something that will work for that kid.
okay, so growing up, my mom was the first one to introduce it to me, and she had said, you know, that you're actually supposed to poop not only just every day, but preferably for every large meal that you have.
Three
And
times.
she's like 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Snacks don't really count because you're not really putting much of a time between it. And, and she said, found it astonishing because a lot of people, as you had stated, don't poop every day. It could be like every other day, or sometimes when they just get to a point where it's in severe pain. Now, uh, how long, and don't say however you want, how long when it comes to the average American, or, average person out there that is on the high saturated fast food, constipation, non-digestive diet, that may not poop every day, how long does it take to get their system cleared out and get them regular on average, do you see?
3 to 6 sessions of colonics will bring them close enough to poop at least every day. Again, may vary. It depends on the person. If they suffer from constipation all their life, I'm not a magician. It will take time. But it will take time, not just cleaning them, because what I do is not just cleaning a person, I teach them how to change something in their life. It's a life changing event. I mean, when you come to see me, I want to think that you want to change something in your life. You lived so far, now I'm going to introduce you to a better life. Cleaning will take at least minimum of 3 sessions, up to 6 sessions to be in the beginning if you never had it done. In those 3 sessions, you will lose up to, I want to say, 5 to 7 pounds of shit roughly. And you get to see everything. And that's the most fascinating thing. When you see what comes out of you, you sit there and you tell me, Corinne, clean me. When is my next time? Because when it's visual there and you see what comes out, it makes you think how dirty we are. Now, it's not about cleaning just waste. It's about cleaning toxins, poison. Over the years, we use substance like Advil, Tylenol, some antibiotics, I don't know, surgeries, anesthesia, ate shit, ate bad, drinking alcohol, whatever it is. Well, those things are not leaving our body. I know doctors will tell you, yes, it's leave your body. In a urine test, you're not going to see it. Or in a blood test, maybe you're not going to see it. In reality, it comes out. So it stays there, and it stays there for a long time, and it can cause so much damage, you have no idea. So everything that happened to us, we really need to rethink. And when you come to clean, you come to clean. You want to clean. It's clean your skin. It's clean your stomach. It's clean your energy. Cleans happen in 3 sections: physical, mental, and emotional. I know you're going to ask me emotional. Yeah. The stomach, the colon is where we hide all our emotions. And this is one of the things that I love personally, is when I touch someone and release, you see in their face, you see how everything leaves, include emotions, changes. And it's amazing to see that smile or that relief on their face, because it's both ways. How many times when we were in stress, we hold emotion and we cause constipation. So just think about it. Stuck up, you know, holding emotion is holding constipation. Diarrhea is a result of severe constipation, is when the food doesn't digest properly and there is no room, it comes as liquid more. I see. Can you walk us through the process? Of course. So basically, look at me. I like to think I'm a nice person. I'm not. I'm not a scary person. So when you come, you feel at home. You come to my clinic. It's very calm room, very oriented, nice color. It's not like doctor cold office. I welcome you pretty good. Then there is hooking up to a speculum. That this is the only thing that is a little bit uncomfortable because you feel like you're going or like you need to take shit. And then you're fully covered. And then I start to work like a plumber. Water goes in your system. And then you feel like you really need to go. And then I release the water. And then you can actually see on the screen what comes out. So throughout the session, you will feel a little bit discomfort, like the urge to go, but nothing major. And it's a feeling that you kind of not, I don't want to say get used to it, but in a way, you kind of get used to the idea. It's weird. My explanation is very, I want to say, cold, rough, cold, very simple, but it's the actual procedure, it's much simple. That's why I wrote the book, Shit Isn't a Dirty Word, because I kind of wanted to give it away to the audience, to the reader, to feel comfortable, to kind of dive into my world. And when you read it, it's as if you've been in one of my sessions. So you kind of feel like it's going through it. And I wanted to make it very simple for the average Joe to understand. I answer all the questions, the dumbest question I heard in 24 years. And there is dumb question, trust me. And I kind of wanted from the beginning till the end, I wrote the book very funny, so you can laugh through reading and you can relay, reflection and gonna say, wow, I have it. Wow, I feel like that because it's like, that's the way I wanted you to feel. Because there is really no information, and every time you hear something is doctors don't recommend because it takes the bad bacteria, the good bacteria out. Well, good news. If we're not going to clean it, that good bacteria will turn into bad bacteria. That's why we recommend to take probiotics. And this is very simple. I live in California, so I want to say that in today clinics, most of the doctor will ask the first question is, how many times a day did you use the restroom? Which is amazing because no doctor used to ask that question, and it's very important. And another good news is for colonoscopy. Today, colonics is something we use before colonoscopy. So instead of drinking that nasty drink and sit in the toilet for the entire day, you come to see me 2 times or 3 times before. We clean you out and you go and you can work, you can do something and, and you clean and you get so many other benefits. After the session, how long do you wait to eat? You can eat half an hour after. There is no problem.
So, question, which I'm sure will help a lot of the women in the room, and I've learned that it is tied to the gut within the last few years. How does constipation affect your monthly cycle? I've noticed with my daughter before we changed her diet that and the doctor just like, here, take a Tylenol. And it looks like she's just constipated. Go for more fiber, but you just can't. Just having fiber doesn't help. It piles on when you're constipated. So she has very bad cramps, like extreme, and she's 15 now, and it's happened since her very first period. So how does a relief of constipation, or even before relief, affect monthly menstrual cramps? Because I'm sure there's a lot of women who thinks that they may have what is it called?
PMS or
Yes,
IBS. Okay, that's amazing, amazing question, and I have a great answer. Well, scientifically saying, the gut is connected to pretty much every system in our body, include the reproductive system, include our emotional system, hormonal system, pretty much every system. When you're constipated, just imagine when you're constipated, that means that you have already accumulated so much gas. It's so uncomfortable. You're more angry, first of all. It's painful because gas can kill you. It's really painful in general. And only when you start your period to bleed, then you actually use the restroom. But prior to your period, about 3 days prior, you are very constipated. And that happened also the day of the ovulation or 2 day of like before ovulation happened the same thing. There is a sharp pain from gas. So first of all, colonics or any type of cleanse, even a good colon cleanse, magnesium can help your daughter. Just take pills of magnesium every night, 2 a night. It will relieve her. It will give her relief of the gas. And with that, it's going to reduce the pain. And I promise you, it's also going to reduce her attitude, her I have a teenager. Trust me, I know what
Look,
I'm
at
talking
15
about.
years old, I'm not sure there's much that can reduce their attitudes.
No, no, no. I'm saying like their anger. I mean, take it even to a different thing, even to have sex. Imagine if you're so constipated, who wants to have sex, right? Only when you're relief and it's like down, then you can enjoy. Then it's not pressing on any organ. The same thing goes on labor. Before you go to labor, uh, I noticed that a lot of women that don't clean themselves with even enema before going to the hospital, they hold. Why? Because they don't want to push, so they're not going to have accidents. By holding, they create more danger, and that's why they're going into C-section a lot of the time. So if there is anyone that is before labor, highly recommended, just do an enema or do a colonics, get the shit out of you, and then when you free here, you free in your mind, and it goes together. Now the other thing about PMS, cleansing is one thing, but the use, and this is something I would give to your 15 years old daughter, the use of digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes, those are the enzymes that supposed to be in our system to break all the protein and all the food fibers that we eat. Since our body doesn't know how to create more past age 14, we don't have enough. So either we get it from pineapple, mango, or actually taking a pill, we don't produce them. And the biggest mistake people have is drinking water after they eat. That way they wash out all the enzymes they already have. So that's why you feel so bloated after a meal. So a good tip, don't drink after, start to drink before or wait an hour after. Same goes to fruits. Don't eat fruits after your meal. Eat it an hour before because they're not going to digest and you're going to feel bloated like a balloon. Hot water or warm water is good, I thought. Yeah, warm water is great, not after meal. Don't drink nothing after your meal and not during. Wait a little bit. I know it's good. Don't. I rather that you're gonna drink hot water right before your meal, not after. I promise you, it's gonna reduce your bloating. Use digestive enzyme 2 hours to 1 hour before food, and you're going to feel magnificent. Yes, you've been doing it wrong, but it's okay. You're not alone. So many people think like you, and I'm here to give you some small tips that can, make wonder. The
That
same thing that goes with fruits. Everybody think that fruit is healthy and blah, 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 and let's give it as dessert. Stay away from it as dessert. Don't eat it as dessert. You're going to feel like a balloon. Don't. I rather 1 hour before just eat your fruits, or just don't eat them after any meal. Just eat them 2 hours, 3 hours later.
See, and that's one of the things that I've incorporated when it comes to just my family in general as a whole. So while I 100% believe that fruit are very nutritious for you, it is not to be used as a dessert, and especially not to be used right before you go to bed, unless it's apples, because the sugar on it will destroy your teeth. However, for me, when it comes to things that you had mentioned, pineapples and melons, which are good when it comes to the digestive, we have those in the morning when my kids, if we get up in the morning, we have those, and then you have to wait a minimum of an hour, preferably 2 hours, before the next meal, because fruit is great as long as it's just the fruit goes through your system.
Amazing. So that brings me to the other thing, is mix of yogurt and fruits. Big mistake. I know it's tasty, but if you can stay away from dairies, it's even better. But if you still like your yogurt, it's amazing. Just eat your yogurt. Stay away from the fruits. And if you choose to eat fruits, only use berries. Don't use anything but berries. Okay? Don't put seeds. Don't put anything. They don't mix. And about fibers, because fibers, yeah, granola with berries and strawberries. Just take the granola out and eat your berries or strawberries. Just try it and see how you feel. Each one is individual, but see how you feel. Either eat your yogurt by itself and your fruits by itself. I don't like to mix. Me personal.
What do you say about when it comes? So I don't. Personally, we don't drink dairy in my family. Gave it up a while ago. It's been 7 years now. However,
Amazing.
uh, however, we still eat like non-dairy yogurts. I prefer to make the yogurt at home. I've gotten to that about 2 months ago. When it comes to things that are not high sugar, that's another thing. Uh, Non-dairy yogurts. Would you say that would be okay to mix certain fruits in? Because we do like to mix yogurt in there. Again, watermelons preferred by itself. But as for a snack between meals, when it comes to milk,
Okay. Snack between meals, again, yogurt, non-dairy yogurt, it's amazing. Again, uh, it's still considered as meal and fruits. If you choose to still eat some fruits, I rather that you're gonna mix green apples. Green apples are not sugary and they digest better. Again, you can always sprinkle. Now, the subject is individual. I'm not saying that if you're gonna eat the fruit, something will happen. You can still eat it. Watermelon, from the other hand, you don't want to mix it pretty much with anything, because it's also water and it's fruit. So that consider, I like to eat watermelon by itself. Myself, I like to juice it because it digests just much better. So
same.
now,
Same.
now dairies are great. Listen, I don't eat dairies myself. I drink my black coffee without sugar, without life. But if you don't eat dairies on regular base, it's okay. Here and there, nothing really. No one die from dairies, and I promise you, no one will die from any dairies. But dairies in specific, they create a lot of inflammation. That's the only reason we don't want to use cow milk, because it creates a lot of inflammation. And that's why there is gas, that's why there is constipation, that's why there is congestion, that's why there is headaches,
Mhm.
and there is rash on the skin. It's bad for psoriasis. So there is a lot of things that you have to test them over days, over weeks, and see if they're working for you or not. If you choose to use dairies, I rather goat, because goat milk has more probiotics, which is the good bacteria, and that can digest better. And it has also digestive enzymes. So this is another way to use. So goat milk, goat cheese, it's gonna be my choice. The hard American cheese, look at it, it's look like plastic. Imagine it in your system, stays the same.
Wow.
I'm glad you brought that up, Wolf, when it comes to like the hard things that looks like it, because they've done countless tests on the fast food. It's like, here's a McDonald's burger, and it's been looking like this for the last few weeks, months, and people still eat it. And I believe that really does contribute a lot when it comes to, if it looks like that and it's not even going into your system, and you constantly are putting, it's not like a one-off thing inside of your system. There's no wonder why you contribute to your the gut issues, the headaches. And I don't think people understand exactly how much of an effect it has on our skin. And we can wash your face and you can scrub your face as much as you want to, but you're only dealing with the outside sources. Unless you deal with what's contributing and causing it on the outside level, on an inside level, you're going to still have those issues. Have you had as many people come to you when it comes to like their gut with clearing up their skin, or is that just a byproduct that you're like, hey, look, we can also tackle this, and they'll see it?
I'll tell you a secret. I don't know if you can see my face pretty clear. I don't use any makeup. I'm 48 years old. Never had Botox in my life or anything like that. I still have all my natural things, but I do clean myself. Cleaning, it's radiates outside. So it doesn't matter if you have acne or not. As long as you're clean from inside, it will heal and it's going to show. You know how sometimes you see people and they look tired, like so fatigue, so like the skin is like not breathing and it looks dirty. So yes, people out there, it shows outside. You can go to a facialist, it's only gonna last for what, a day, two, and that's it. I'm working a lot with pretty much all the celebs there is, and I did many red carpets, and when you see them glowing, it's after they did a lot of colonics, first of all, diets, juices, and then go to the esthetician. So it's not about Botox. It's not about those things are great, but it's not gonna make you beautiful. When your energy is out, people react to that. Your surrounding react to your energy, and that's the most important. And I want to answer the girl that asked about cucumber. Cucumbers are amazing. Keep eating your cucumber and don't even peel the peel, because the peel is full of chlorophyll and it's amazing. It's great fiber. It has calcium, it has vitamins. Make sure when you eat salad, and this is another tip, make sure when you eat salad, cut it very small, like Mediterranean style, very small. Also cut all your lettuce very small so they can digest better, because unfortunately we swallow. We don't really chew. And chew your food better, and make better choices. And it will happen to you once in your lifetime that you're going to say, but I used to eat bread all the time and now I can't eat. It's not because we're allergic. I'm sick and tired of that word, allergic, because we're not allergic. Unless you puff out and and you're allergic and you can't breathe, then that's an allergy. When you don't feel good, or you have some irritation in your stomach or headache, that's sensitivity. That means you use the same food for many years and now your body is just sensitive to it, so stop eating it. That very simple. Every second person that I see tell me I'm allergic to lactose, I'm allergic to, no, you're not allergic to anything. It's like you're just sensitive. Let's change it. And another thing I want to share with you, not everyone that buys in Whole Food or any other healthy market is a healthy person. There is a huge difference between a good healthy person and the one that pretend to be a healthy person because it's trendy.
Mhm.
Very important. I hear it a lot. Oh, I eat very healthy. And then you start to hear, yes, you eat very healthy, but from the other hand, you're taking antidepressant and painkiller and using. So no, that is not healthy. I rather that you're going to eat McDonald's and not taking all the other shit. But, you know, there is balance. I, I'm I'm saying the truth. I'm sick and tired of people want to be super 100, and no, there is no such a thing super cleans unless you live in a freaking bubble, maybe. Other than that, no, we live in a world. It's good to be angry. It's good to smile. It's good to laugh. It's good to cry. It's good to feel pain. It's good to feel depression. It's good. That's what makes us human. Oh my God, if we wouldn't, feel all those things. When we feel those things, that means our organs are working. The minute everything is balanced, trust me, you are dead. So,
Mhm. So
so
That's the
true.
problem, right?
Mhm.
You know,
I always laugh about it because I tell my clients or my friend, as long as the AKG, goes up and down, that means we're alive. The minute it
right.
goes in line, we're freaking dead. So that's balance. All the systems are perfect. So
Right.
we're not aiming perfect. I want people to aim at least 80% of good food. A good tip for you guys: cook yourself. When you cook, you know what you put in. When you go to a restaurant, and even if you ask for soup, chicken soup, make sure there is no dairies in the soup. Make sure they didn't put cream in the soup. Ask question. Make sure they didn't butter everything with butter, and then you can get a heart attack. Ask them to do it with olive oil. So yes, a lot of things you don't know if you don't ask, and you think you're eating like 100 calories soup when in reality is 1,000 calories, with a heart attack and a lot of inflammation. So you have to check those out, because I don't believe in anything unless I cook it, unless I grow it. Try to buy fresh things. You can always grow some herbs. It's really easy to do. uh, Cook, prepare some meals, and maybe go out once or twice a week, and make sure you ask what you buy. Now, the other tip is, I, I'm Jewish. In our Jewish belief religion, they made us a lot of rules, not because they want us to suffer, because health, gut health and health issues. So dairies, you want to keep dairies and meat at least 8 hours apart. You don't want to mix them up, because dairies take about 12 hours to digest. Between 8 to 12. Yes, this is a big deal. And meat takes between 14 hours to 24 hours to digest. Imagine when both of them are together, none of them is digest. So now think about also the processed cheese you ate. I know it's maybe good, and the milkshake you had, it's amazing, but it stays in the system and it doesn't live for a long time. And I'm telling you that not because I want your life hard, because if you can keep distance from meat and dairy, at least even 3 hours in between, it will make huge difference. About seafood, try not to eat too much seafood, like shrimps, for example, because it has iodine. Iodine are not good for us. It's a lot of
Salt.
not just salt. It's not good for rheumatoid arthritis,
Rheumatoid arthritis.
and it's not good for your bones. It's not good for your muscles. So if you starting to have some aching in those area, and you eat seafood or shellfish, try not to eat them. Those are not, it has a lot of mercury inside and free radicals. Not good. It's poison. We poison we poison ourselves every day. I mean, also with stress. And the other, I mean, I want to say the last very important is stress. Yes, stress can kill you. So this is not a joke. Stress can cause cancer. Stress is the major responsible for, I want to say, 80% of the disease. Same as crawfish. I mean, I wouldn't eat crawfish all the time. You can keep it for once a week. Now, again, I'm not saying don't eat shellfish or don't eat, but make sure if you suffer from pain, like joint pain, change the fish to a different one, less iodine. So yeah, about stress, and this is bring me pretty much to the most important thing when I said don't aim to be 100%, aim to be 80. The most important part that I want everyone to take away from it, not just cleaning yourself, is being happy. And being happy is not happy smiling, is happy with our choices, is happy with the fact that we're sad today, we laugh tomorrow, we're stressed a little bit, happy with the way we live, the everyday life. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to say, oh my God, don't try to look who to blame in our things. Always look at yourself. The best way to do things is to write it down. If something bothers you, write it down. Take it out of the system. So the idea is to take things out of the system. The idea is not to drag stress more than a day. Again, stress is something that, we take it deep to our emotions, and cancer is eating ourselves. So I know it's much harder than it sounds, but if you practice every day to let go more and more stuff that doesn't serve you, you're going to feel much better. Things that don't serve us, we don't need to pay attention to. We don't need to be angry about, because we have no control. I mean, oh my God, if we had control about how we're going to die, we would make plans, right? But we're not. When God comes, he doesn't knock on your door, he just comes. So
Right.
good belief, good faith, do something good for yourself. Put some music, do something that makes you happy every day for 2 minutes. Run, jump, smile, yell, laugh, whatever you want. Look at the mirror and say, I'm crazy. Shit. Yell the word shit. Let it go. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's a relieving thing. It's a
Yeah.
relief. We live in a world full of stress. You look at the TV, another stress. You hear people talking to you, more stress. Make small changes, your environment will change. Everything will like dynamically change. And stop to, run after your tail in so many things. Be at the moment, be now, be aware. I think that's the best tip I can give to anyone, because none of the cleans, none of the things will help if we're not gonna really live the moment and be there and really be happy. So yeah, I will help by cleaning.
So I have
Well,
a question. Oh, go ahead, Rose.
no, I was just going to say this has been really great. I really appreciate you coming and speaking with us tonight, Karine. It has been more than enlightening, and I want our audience to get as much of it as they can, because your gut health and your mental health also lines up. So you're 100% right. I just wanted to know before, because we're like 10 minutes before we have to get off. So my only question was, and I really I enjoyed Imani's questions as well. That's why I just let you guys have the show and
Okay. Yeah.
listen. I was like, oh, I'm loving this. But what I wanted to know was, how did you decide this is what you wanted to do?
Million
Because
dollar question. That is the million dollar question. Well, as I like to say it, I came in the back door, kind of. I started I started as naturopathic doctor.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm a healer in my soul. That's what I came to this world to heal people, to touch people in every way possible. My passion was to treat cancer patients. That was my passion in life. And when I started to learn naturopathic doctor, that was the field I went into. And one of the areas that I was introduced was detoxing during retreat for a cancer patient. And let me tell you, I'm not going to save anyone from cancer. I wish I could, I'm not. Only God will. But cancer patient and also chronic fatigue uh, patient that takes medication for a long time, they can't use the restroom. Now, when you have cancer, when someone have cancer and they're with chemotherapy and their life is already sucked, I mean, it's bad. And imagine with all the pain, agony, and they're not using the restroom. So when I was introduced to colonics, I looked at it like crazy. When I saw the smile on their face, just looking at me and tell me, wow, I can breathe. That made my day. Right there, I knew this is what I wanted to do. It took me, and I'm saying I'm in the business for 24 years. When I started, people thought I'm crazy, include my husband. He was like, "Are you out of your mind? Who's gonna come to clean? People don't even know you." And I promised myself that I'll do everything that people will hear about me, that I will be the best in the field, and I'll do everything possible to bring that subject to the mainstream. And I was from the pioneer here in LA. I'm happy to say that today people talk shit. I made amazing good name around the neighborhood of all the celebs. So people know me in Hollywood and people know me in the world now. But it's a love story. It's passion. It's to see that you can actually help someone, you know, to say, wow, I can actually breathe. That makes a whole difference. Cleansing appointment, what do you tell a physician? You don't need a physician, you just find a colon therapist next to you. If you want, I can always help you. I will give you all my information, my links to everything. You can follow me on Instagram. I have my own podcast. I have YouTube. I have so many videos explaining. I would also love to jump in with you to another session, another podcast, when people can really prepare all the questions and we can answer everything. We can have fun. Uh, I created amazing cleansing package, a Candida cleanse that people can actually purchase it, and they're gonna get everything with the vitamins, with supplements, step by step, everything what they need to do, how shopping list and journal and instructions, and it's 6 days Candida cleanse that can change your life. And yes, you don't need physician. Just call any colon hydrotherapist in your area, make the appointment, and go for it. And I promise you, it's a life change. So yeah, that's how I chose colonics. I think it chose me more than I chose colonics, but I'm having fun every step of the way. Every
I
step
love,
what I do, I'm, I'm happy.
I love it. I love it.
Of
I
course, you can get my Instagram. I will send you all the links and you can post it.
Yes, we can post. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, Miss Amani, what was your question?
Oh, well, there's not much time left, and we can literally talk about this for a while. We
It's a
can't
long time, I'm
the
telling
questions for you. Uh, but I like a speed question here. When it comes to having a clean out your colon and clean out your gut, you mentioned diet, but also a key factor after it's clean and during the cleanse is exercise. Tell me, what is your quick breakdown for somebody that wants to keep moving, especially in the sedentary life that we typically have here in America?
you. Exercise 30 minutes walking a day. That's for me exercise. Just moving your joints, moving, massage your colon, massage your stomach clockwise. uh, walking in the fresh air. You don't have to go to a gym. Just, do dance. Put the music and dance. For me, that's exercise.
Nice, nice, nice. You said for 30 minutes. I know some people have an issue of just walking out. Purely, is it true? And have you seen an improvement with the keeping the colon clean when people start incorporating their 30 minutes of exercise?
Yes, when your colon is clean, trust me, so many other systems will work. It's not gonna happen overnight. But again, I'm not asking, don't walk 30 minutes. Start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Always increase. There is so many things to detox. Also, hot showers, steam showers, brush your skin. There is so many things. And you can personally, I will give all the links, but personally, you can WhatsApp me, text me. I will be more than happy
Oh,
to help everybody. And the book is in Amazon, so you can find it. Shit isn't a dirty word.
It is an Amazon book that you can find that is up on Amazon. Um,
okay, there
there's
it
the
is.
book for you.
Yep.
And if she showed you that she's just not talking shit, she's about it. So she's letting you know what's going on with it.
The queen of shit. That's how Hollywood call me. I
So
heard every name possible. The shit whisperer, queen of shit, the kept secret of Hollywood. Name it, I'm there.
now, what I would like to say, because I do live in the Dallas area, and I have had friends that have went to a colon therapist. Correct?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? That's what it's
Yeah.
called?
Colon hydrotherapies, colonics. And if you're in Dallas area, I have amazing people there. Soon, like in few months, I will come to Dallas as well to talk about shit. So we will have an evening talking about everything, and it's gonna be a fun night.
Mm,
Okay.
So I will inform you all.
Yes, so she'll be coming close to where we're at. Um, but what one of the ladies that was going for treatment had said that her therapist, her colon hydrotherapist, had told her that she had a part of her colon was not working, and that led her to go in and getting some other help. Is that possibility that you can see some of that when you to
You
leave
know
your
what? Sometimes it's not gonna fully work, but it's well, in 24 years, I cleaned a lot of shit from every colon. So I can't say it's not working. Maybe it's clogged, but maybe it's works
okay.
slow, but maybe the therapist didn't. I don't know how they work, but it's not just about running water into the system. It's also about some massaging. So I don't know. I wasn't in a session. Sometimes the colon will be more sluggish. Sometimes it's going to be slower, but it's not going to be one part doesn't work.
Okay.
agree, agree. It's
Okay.
always good to get a second opinion, especially when they say a part of something doesn't work. As I mentioned before, I do have a herniated back disc, and again, constipation does affect that. But I know we run on time. But what
Constipation does affect. Clean your gut, and you're going to see how your back
I
pain are
have,
released.
yes, I have a doctor that had took an X-ray and an MRI, and they did not see my herniated back disc. And they told me, even though I hurt myself through, told me it was nothing. It probably was just very muscle tough. They said take a Tylenol. I was like, I don't want to add more stuff to my system. I want to fix it. It was an actual practicing chiropractor. Do not overlook the people such as Karen and chiropractors and physical therapists. Those people, not just the doctors, they can see it and feel things because it's what they specialize in. To be
Yeah,
able,
and the last tip I will give about back pain, because a lot of people suffer. When you have a lot of back pain, check that you're not constipated, because if you're gonna take an X-ray, they will see a lot of shit. That is connected to, no, I'm not kidding. You know how many people come to me because they have back pain, and then it's like a lot of constipation. So relief in that will relieve a lot of pain from the back. This is a great tool to release back pain. Of course, if there is herniated disc, there is other things that will affect. you still need to go to see a chiropractor, but cleaning will promote your health and wealth.
Ladies, that's the end of the show. Thank you for joining.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
our
for having me.
All right, peace, and we shall have you
Peace.
again.
I love you. Peace.
Love you all.
God bless you all. Keep it clean and let the shit go.
Right. Bye.
There's a sparkle in your eyes. I feel the warmth of your skin. Just the touch of your hand